Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Ramsey, and today we are going over our draft for the EPL Season 4 with a draft league with some of my friends. It's based off the GBA draft, so shoutouts to them. Yeah, so my team name is the Chicago Cub Chews, and we had the first pick overall. Probably because we had a shit season last season. We went 1-11, but hey, we're here for the bounce back. Anyway, our first pick got a lot of hate. It's my boy Magirna. Yeah. Pretty bulky mon. 80 HP, 115 defense, and 115 special defense, as well as 130 special attack. And a really good ability in Soul Heart. It can be bulky, can be like specs, super attacking set. Gets Aura Sphere, Energy Ball, Floor Cannon, Flash Cannon, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt and Volt Switch, and Shadow Ball. So decent coverage overall. Also it gets the ability to run Calm Mind. Next mon overall we have our second pick was Mew. Pretty interesting mon, I know. Gets all that coverage. Decent ability in Synchronize. Can be a Life Orb, can really be any item. But this mon is my Z move mon, so I can run Z moves on it, except for the Munium Z, because that is banned. Usually runs like a Leftovers, bulky spread, but I've been known to run some pretty weird sets on this thing before, so glad to have it back on my team. Gets the ability to be physical or special because it's a base 100 Pokemon. It's base 100 stats all around. Third pick, I actually picked up Porygon 2. Another bulky mon. I just wanted to complete that bulky core, and Magirna, Mew, and Porygon 2. They don't cover each other's weaknesses too well, but no, they'll take hits. Porygon 2 usually always runs a Violet. Not much to cover there. It's 3 good abilities: Trace, Download, and Analytic, although I prefer Trace the most. It has, its niches, I guess. Can be run whenever. It's good, not really good coverage. It's a good bulky mon. It'll get that healing with Recover, just like Mew gets with a Roost. It's the ability to run Tri-Attack and status moves like Toxic and T-Wave, as well as just another coverage move like Shadow Ball or Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. So my next mon I picked up was Nidoking. So I decided, or I was looking to grab Arcanine. That got sniped. So then I decided, I guess I'll take Nidoking. I mean, I know those two mons do completely different things, but, I really hadn't planned this out too well. So, yeah, I go with Nidoking. It's a good Toxic Spike setter. It doesn't get regular spikes, but, it gets Sheer Force, good with Life Orb. Run like Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, Earth Power, Fire Move, or, a lot of different coverage. Even get Sucker Punch. You can run like Surf. Decent stats all around, although, it doesn't actually get that good of a special attack or attack stat, but that's because, it gets Sheer Force. Also gets Super Fang. Galvantula. Gets moves like Sticky Web, Thunder, Energy Ball, a Bug Buzz. That's usually what it'll run. It does get Sucker Punch in Pursuit. Also gets Volt Switch. Another good Life Orb mon, though it can be spexed. Special attack's pretty bad though. I just need another fast mon, or really my first kind of fast mon, because up until this point my draft's actually been really slow. So I grabbed a mon that's fast, so it gets a fast Volt Switch, while Magirna gets the slow Volt Switch, and also gets Sticky Web. So it'll help the rest of my team out with speed tiers and whatnot. Next up, I have Cloyster. So I decided that, a good setup mon wouldn't be too bad. So I grabbed myself Cloister. Can be run physical or special, actually. It actually has not that bad of a special attack stat, but, it doesn't get too much special coverage. Could run, like, Ice Beam Hydro Pump, I guess. Another Toxic Spikes mon, although it's not really common that you see this thing with Toxic Spikes or Spikes. Also, my first Rapid Spinner. I already know I have a Defogger and Mew, but, with all these hazards I'm grabbing, it's nice to get a Rapid Spinner. Although it's not too good at being a Rapid Spinner, it's there. Usually runs moves like Rock Blast, Icicle Spear, stuff like that, because it gets Skill Link as its best ability. Also gets Shell Armor and Overcoat, but nobody really runs those. And that's it for those 6 mons. Now we're gonna move into wrapping up the draft. We have a mon by the name of Zygarde. We needed a Dragon type. This mon was pretty predominant in OU until Zygarde 100% form got banned, of course. And yes, Power Construct is banned. Just clarifying, because that's pretty busted. Gets good setup ability in Dragon Dance and Coil. Really only picked it because I needed Dragon type. I know Haxorus was left and whatnot, but another mon to set up isn't all too bad. Also a bit more diverse than Haxorus with all these different types of ground moves and different dragon moves like Outrage, Core Enforcer, which is a Zygarde exclusive move. Let's get to Draco Meteor, although you're not really running this one special too often. It can happen though. Yeah, base 95 speed isn't the worst. With good HP and defense. Honestly, just pretty well rounded. Next mon we have is Shaman. It's a good bulky kind of mon. Can run Leech Seed. Can even be a Healing Wish support if I need it. It's aromatherapy as well. Base 100s all around. Can be specs with like Leaf Storm, Psychic, Earth Power, Dazzling Gleam, Air Slash, Hidden Power, even Seed Flare, I guess, over to Leaf Storm. Get Synthesis too, to help the bulky spread. So this next pick was an Outrage. Everyone in the chat was roasting me for it. I mean, I could see why, because it's a Swellow. It's not really a good mon. But, my team was super slow up until this point. Decided, I'll grab a Swellow because I didn't have a flying type, as you can see from these picks. Swellow, it's not the best flying type, but most of the better flying types have already been taken. Staraptor was on the board, but, gotta give it to my boy Swellow. Gotta give him some pride. Could be Banded, I guess, Scarfed, even Specs. All of them are decent. Life Orb works, but most of the time it'll just be like Toxic Orb or Flame Orb. Actually, Toxic Orb doesn't really work with Guts too well now because the Flame nerf, or the Burn nerf. Yeah. Gets decent special coverage in Air Slash or Hurricane. It's Boom Burst. It's Heat Wave. A good fast U-turner as well. Gets the ability to be physical as well with Guts, so that's where it's probably best, but it also gets scrappy. With being physical, it can run like Brave Bird, it can be a Facade, Pursuit, and U-turn. Also gets the ability to set up Tailwind. It's pretty strange. I didn't realize that it got Whirlwind until now, but no one's actually going to run a Whirlwind Swellow. Also gets the ability to be a fast Defogger. Okay, so our last 2 picks are up, and I didn't have a fire type, I didn't have a fighting type. And this mon, it's decent, good coverage. It's Blaziken. It's pretty slow without the speed boost, but it has the ability to be run mixed, physical and or special attacking. Speed boost is banned, so Blaze will have to do. But Blaze isn't too bad. You can run like a Sash Blaze set or something. But, you know, it's a decent Life Orber, maybe a Bander. Even Scarf works well on this mon. Gets the ability to run like Brave Bird, Earthquake, Fire Stab. Could even run like Flame Charge to boost its speed. It's Knockoff, Thunder Punch, Poison Jab. Decent stabs. Could be run like a substitute Sword Stance kind of thing. But yeah. Also gets the ability to Thunder Punch, Will-O-Wisp, and Toxic. So it gets some good status. Although, you know, Blaziken isn't usually going to run status. And the last mon I pick up, another weird pick for the whole chat. Didn't quite roast me on this one, but I chose Beware. Things like Alamomola were still available. But, no, Beware, he's that kind of special mon in my heart. Only real mon that I liked a lot from Gen 7. Besides Araquanid, things was busted, but, you know, it already got taken. Beware gets the ability to be a good bander. Maybe Assault Vest if you want to take those special hits a bit better. Because he already takes physical hits so well. With Fluffy, his new ability. Another thing that's decent is its hidden ability, Unnerve. Which Galvantula also gets. Which prevents your opponent from using berries. So it's decent against all those, like Choppleberry, Tyrannotars, all those things. Take your hits. Here's one of the main problems with Beware. Doesn't get a move like High Jump Kick or Close Combat. So you have to settle with either Superpower or Hammer Arm. But Hammer Arm's fine because it's already a slow mon. Gets access to the coverage of Dragon Claw, Earthquake. It's Return. Or you could run Double Edge. It's Pain Split, which is pretty strange, but nobody's going to run that. It's Ice Punch, Rock Slide, Shadow Claw, Thunder Punch. Even like Aerial Ace and Brutal Swing, but those are going to be some heat sets. Anyway, that's basically the whole draft for the Chicago Cub Chews. First week, I get to go up against the Behemoth in Joe. Ready to destroy him with the power of Beware. Praise the Beware Lords that we beat him. Anyway, this has been my draft analysis video. I hope you guys are excited for the first week's battle. Team Builder will be out tomorrow. And that just about concludes it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.